Hi friends, hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. Today we are going to do another one of my aesthetic inspired shop my stash videos. This video's topic is witchy makeup. Makeup that makes me think of the occult, of witches, witchcraft, paganism, and I'm leaning more towards the mainstream part of the aesthetic. In case you're new here, these videos are a way for me to explore my already existing makeup collection and pick and choose things that match a certain theme. I've done light academia, dark academia, cyberpunk, cottagecore. They're all in a playlist. If you're into that, go check them out. Earlier, I said something about how I'm leaning more towards the mainstream part of the aesthetic. And that's because, food for thought here, but have you noticed that it's very easy to describe anything, like any practice that is not in the part of the main religious culture of a people as witchcraft? Like how Christians deem pagan religions witchcraft. People's beliefs, folk beliefs, mythological beliefs that have transcended time and centuries, they'll get categorized as witchcraft because they're not part of a church or the other. Witchcraft, as we know it, has so many different variants, so many different beliefs, so many different ways of practicing, many across different sects, practitioners, across time, across space, different countries. What I'm trying to say is that witchcraft, aside from the aesthetic, is someone's way of practicing their own spirituality. I'm babbling a bit, but what I'm trying to say is that there is an aesthetic of witchcraft that's been perpetuated by mainstream media, but witchcraft itself is a very deeply spiritual, complex, religious situation going on for many people that maybe we should take more seriously and not just present it as something that's intriguing and ooh, occultism, oh, spooky skeleton. I'm just saying. I wanted to do this video for Halloween, but honestly, I am out of spoons and using knives at this point. I am barely dragging my carcass from day to day, barely getting the energy to do stuff, so I'm late, but at least it comes from the heart and not from me forcing myself to create. So there is that. Let's get started. I've been talking way too long at this point. The mainstream witchy aesthetic is dark. Darker colors, magic effects, so there's some sparkle, there's some sheen, there's a desaturation of color, or there's very deep jewel tones, black, of course. Pumpkin tones are ubiquitous because Halloween. So you will see a little bit of everything in this array. Let's start with some lip stuff. So I have here 4 lip pencils, Pastello Labbra, from Neve Cosmetics. And I feel that these would be great for a witchy lip color, particularly if you're trying to look like an earth witch, or maybe even a kitchen witch, depends on the flavor of kitchen witch that you like to be. This is called Stay at Home. Rainy Days. Closing Time. And last but not least, Not Today. Not Today, Spanish Inquisition, Not Today. So as you can see, we've got different variants of, oh my god, those swatches are terrible, of brownie tones that kind of suit multiple skin tones, and I really enjoy these for a dark, moody lip. I also like this formula because it's very soft, it doesn't dry up the lips, it's easy to blend, but also stays put and stains the lip a bit. It's just a really good lip pencil formula. If you want to go more towards the Halloween bit of things, I've got 2 orange lipsticks that I quite enjoy. This is Kiko Milano Hydra Shiny Lip Stylo in 001. A very hydrating, soft, full opacity formula. This is the Romand Glassting water tint in pumpkin brown. This is a formula that applies like a gloss and then leaves a very pretty tint on the lips. This applies pumpkin orange and leaves a very pretty orangish yellow tint. I really like this formula. It's really pretty and unique. These are for your pumpkin patch witch, your autumnal witchcraft, for your Samhain ritual. If you want to go full Mistress of Darkness or Master of Darkness or, you know, Ruler of Darkness, you can go with Sephora Collection Nightbird, which is a really good black liquid lipstick in a formula that I really enjoy. That one is the best lip color to choose if you plan to explode in a flurry of bats during the evening. Another particularly witchy lip color is Revlon Black Cherry, and this is for the low-key witch in us. Like, you want to look like you practice a bit of paganism, but you don't want to be burned at the stake. It's a very deep, plummy, autumnal color, great for winter as well. And it makes you look like a dangerous woman that shouldn't be crossed without inviting the Spanish Inquisition to come visit. If you're more into hedge witchcraft, or if you want to be a green witch, Melt Mota is an interesting color to wear because it's this forest green with a hint of blue. It's a very unusual color that has a bit of a shimmer running through it. This is a proper witchy lip color. Let's talk face products, and in special highlighter. So to me, colorful highlighter is inherently witchy, but it has to be smooth. The sparkly colorful highlighters for me will always be more fairy-like. So let's start with the newer addition in my collection. This is the Makeup Academy Shimmer Highlighting Powder, and this is in Peach Diamond. This is quite an icy pink reflect highlighter. It's really, really pretty. This is for the love witch in all of us, right? Then I also have the Bernovich highlighters, and these are in H9 and, come on, H7. So we've got again this green reflect, the green witchery type of thing, and then the pumpkin witch reflect. Very, very pretty. These may look like fumes coming up from your cauldron, or like the spirits that you summoned. I really, really love these array of highlighters, and just looking at them sparks joy for me. Last but not least, Space Age Prophecy. Space Age Prophecy from Kaleidos is a multi-chrome highlighter that has different washes of color. And to be able to see its full potential, I'm going to need to do a bigger swatch of it, just so you can see the full spectrum of color. This looks absolutely beautiful on dark skin tones. On light skin tones, you will see the base of this, you will see the color of it, and it's much less subtle, but it's still beautiful. It makes me feel like I'm practicing space witchcraft. And I feel that this one, with its complexity and its shine and its multi-layer, represents the best the multifaceted aspect of being a practicing witch, of the wonder and the fantasy of it both. I really, really love this highlight. Things that fit the theme in packaging, but not in, you know, in the actual inside. The MAC and Pony Park palette is the Moon Tarot card. Now, you know that I love me some tarot. I find it one of the most insightful deep dives into someone's subconscious, and I regularly draw cards and do tarot reads for myself because it helps me find the answers to questions that I didn't know I have. This palette fits the theme because tarot as a divination practice has been, you know, in use for witches of all kinds for as long as it's been around. But the inside is, it's princessy. It doesn't quite match the view of the aesthetic of the witch that I have. I really enjoy it, but I wouldn't call it witchy on the inside. Another item that matches the theme on the outside but not the inside is this highlighter palette from a brand that I no longer support that I customized using tarot stickers. And as you can see, it's completely different from what it used to be, the plain white packaging. This is the inside, if you know, and I'm not gonna talk longer about the products, but I still wanted to keep using this in my day-to-day life, and this was the best way to do it without feeling bitter about the logo on the front. And it does feel very witchy. I love it very much. Okay, let's start talking eyeshadow because I know this is everyone's favorite part. I feel that the Nabla Dreamy 2 is a celestial witch's dream because it is so sparkly, multi-dimensional. It's got these deep jewel tones that shimmer and sparkle so beautifully under any lighting condition. And it's such a pretty palette. I really like using these a lot as stopper shades or as the main point of a look. I particularly like this red Dionysus because it's such a beautiful blood red, true red, and those are kind of rare to find in such good formulas. Yeah, I really like this one. Not a day-to-day palette for many of us, but it's a jewel in my collection. The Minest Duo in Afternoon is a witchy pumpkin duo, which is made of a shimmer and a matte. It kind of got bangled up in transit, so I pressed this with Duralin, Inglot Duralin. This is a really pretty two-toned eyeshadow look affair, or even one eyeshadow if you're only using the shimmer. Really cute little duo. Not something that I would have gotten by myself, but I'm happy to have received this from Style. This is the Glamshop Loose Pigment in Polar. This is best applied over glitter glue, but it works on its own as well. Let me see if I can do this because I've got nails. This is so celestial, multi-dimensional. It's witchcraft in a little tiny jar. Look how pretty it is. This is bottled stardust. I love this so much. The Kiko Milano in 228 is a more subtle witchy shade. This is for the stealthy witch. Again, it's a beautiful gunmetal with a hint of purple, with this smoky grayness, iron cauldron depth to it, this deep potion smoke ready to choke you out. It's a really beautiful shade. And here's the little palette that I made for this video. I might call it Ars Goetia. I think it would be an interesting name for it. So we've got Neve Cosmetics Mela, Stregata and Chimera, which are both duochromes with a darker base. This is when you are ready to use your dark feminine in the spells that you practice. Then we've got Bernovich X55. Beautiful black with multi-dimensional sparkle running through it. Again, this is pressed magic, but like the deepest, darkest magic that's ready to make your dreams come true. Glamshop Wildberry. Beautiful sensual magic. Nabla Absinthe. Then we've got Bernovich 179, again that black cat iron cauldron type of smokiness. Sydney Grace Troops, which is a small smokier shade again with that light purple undertone. Last but not least, going back again to the nature roots of paganism, Bernovich 168. Which again has that sort of brown undertone, because witchcraft in essence is being very linked to primal and natural energies, and then that beautiful green shift of magic running through it. I'm really happy with this selection of shades in particular. Last but not least, I know I keep pulling for this guy in every single art-inspired Shop My Stash, but it's so good, it's so universal. This is the Vidya Lumilayer Primer, and you might have seen it in my Cyberpunk Shop My Stash as well. This is so beautiful because it's got this hololuminescent type of glow to it that can be interpreted as fae-like, sci-fi, or in this case, truly magical. Quicksilver on your skin. Seriously, no, don't put quicksilver on your skin. That's mercury, just saying. Speaking of odd names, did you know that all of those things like Eye of Newt, Leg of Toad, or whatever, those were like old-timey names for plants? Like, I think Eye of Newt was mustard, or like very, very fascinating. But to come back to the Vidya Lumilayer Primer, I really love this. It really makes my face look super, super enchanting. Okay guys, this has been it. This has been my witchy makeup inspired Shop My Stash. Please let me know in the comments down below what are your witchy picks from your collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to have a wonderful morning, evening, second breakfast, third lunch, or whatever it is you're from. Bye!